service experience and that purpose, right? It's not just getting a warm blanket and handing it to a patient. It's getting the warm blanket, opening it up, putting it on the patient, tucking their feet, tucking their chin, handing them their water while they wait for their CAT scan. That's above and beyond what happens anywhere else. And patients see that, right? It's that smile. It's not just a can, my name is nurse so-and-so. It's, hey, my name is Jackie, and I'm going to be your nurse, and I'm going to do an amazing job taking care of you. It's that delivering that service experience by every team member. It starts from the administrative assistant at the front desk all the way to the nurse discharging the patient. That service experience, if it can be consistent, that's what's going to continue to give us the edge on all of our competitors. And then for our employees on the administrative side, our neighbors practice management group, they have been tasked of making sure our claims go out, we get reimbursed, we collect on the monies that we're due fairly from these insurance plans. So it's going to take a team effort across the enterprise. Over time, we will be able to change medicine. We're going to have to make some tough decisions. We may have to close some facilities. We don't want to, and we may not have to, but we may have to. And so, these are tough decisions that will be made, but I hope everybody understands that it's at the greater good of the enterprise. And just yesterday I had a steering committee call with all of the sort of the leaders we have in all of our regions. We went through some of this stuff, and they're in agreement. We want to do sort of a balanced approach and completely optimizing our company, and then continue to forge ahead.
These are the strategies you talk about because you have an ultimate goal for Neighbors Health.
Yeah, so the ultimate goal is to become that demand services company, right? We just launched a telehealth platform. So we're doing all of these things to sort of augment and support our core business. And our core business is emergency services, but really it's demand healthcare. And so the spirit amongst our leadership is for us to become that company. We may need some help doing that. We may have to get some outside capital. We may have to get some private equity. At some point in the future, we may have to be a publicly traded company. But I don't see that in our immediate future, but we may have to get resources and additional allies with us, right? So if you partner with a big health system or an insurance company or something like that, that there may be some synergies there that we can then leverage. So we'll see where it goes. There's a lot of outside interest in our company. There's a lot of outside interest in the industry. One of the things that people worry about is, well, what happens if there's an outside investor come in? Is the great culture that we've built going to change? Well, I hope it changes for the better, right? There's always a chance it could change for the worse. And that is a concern that not only people share with me, it's a concern that I have. And so, and all of management has in our leadership, in our board. And so the message to all the employees is anything that we do to change the equity structure of our company, we're going to be very cognizant about the impact that does on our culture. Because the environment that we've created, I think, is what people value the most. The work environment and the way that we can deliver patient care. So that is always, always a paramount priority from us.
Well, and I can say that as a mom of 3 kids and someone who's out there in the community, to hear that you guys are actually creating a place where you can go urgent care or emergency care and go to one place. The fact that you're doing a telehealth platform, I'm really interested in hearing that. That's another innovative idea. What does that entail?
So our telehealth platform right now is a pilot plan. Dr. Raj Popat is leading that up along with a few other folks. And basically it's a way that our patients, for example, say they need to see a cardiologist. Well, we can buzz in a cardiologist while they're there, right? If the patient goes home and it was sort of a complicated case, and we decided not to admit the patient because we wanted to save the patient money, and said, well, you know what, we'll follow up with this tomorrow. Now the doctor can buzz into the home and not just talk to the mom about the child, but look at the child, right? Because when I, as a physician, can just look at a pediatric patient, and I can glean a lot of information just by observing them, right? And so these are additional values that we can deliver our patients at no additional cost to them. We're also launching the telehealth platform into some schools, where the school nurse is there, and when a school nurse has a problem with one of the kids, they can buzz into us. And we have 32 sites, so there are 32 doctors on, right?
So are you literally saying on the phone or via Skype?
It's through it's a video interaction.
Okay.
And not only that, we can do certain parts of the physical exam, so camera with flashlight, you can listen to heart sounds, lung sounds, things like that, where it's truly a clinical interaction. So again, this is on a pilot stage. It is not our core business, but we want to use it to augment our core business and then maybe ultimately lead it to a true service line as part of this demand healthcare.
Ultimate goals, 5 years from now. What can you tell your employees about the future of Neighbors?
Well, I hope 5 years from now we're still going strong. We're seeing patients. We're operating in a few more states. I think we want to not be cavalier about our growth, right? I mean, growth is good, but we want to grow smart. We grew really fast last year, and we've learned a lot from that growth, both good and good things and bad things. And as we optimize 5 years from now, I think we're poised to be a strong company, financially healthy, and a leader in our industry. And I hope that we will be the company that's helping shape the industry for all of America.
I would have to say that you're a CEO, you're a doctor, but you're also a people guy. And at the end of the day, it's very clear that we have a CEO who cares and who wants to make a difference. And I appreciate you spending the time to be clear and candid, and as you like to say, in the spirit of the window, talk to the employees and the workforce you have out there to continue to be a team and to watch Neighbors Health grow in the future.
Thank you for that. And that spirit is not just shared by me. I mean, if you look at all of our founding partners, our managers, and our facility leaders, I mean, that spirit is embodied by everybody. So it's really easy to work in an environment where everybody really feels that way, that our people are a priority, patients are a priority, and everything else will come along with that.
We'll be watching. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time. Thank you for joining us.
Great job.
Thank you.
Good job, brother.
That was fun.
You did well.